So I'd like to take this opportunity now to welcome you all to the ITWeb Governance, Risk and Compliance 2021. This is the first ever virtual GRC. So I'm very excited to hear all our speakers today talking about how we can really implement some good practices and best practices when it comes to data privacy. We will also be having scheduled breaks throughout the day. We do have a virtual display center where you can visit our sponsors, visit their virtual booths. You could even visit the Mimecast virtual meeting room and have a meeting. The other exciting thing is that ITWeb has a competition running. It's called Engage and Win. You can win a Take a Lot voucher. So I'm sure you are all very excited to get going with proceedings for the day. Advocate Pansy Tlakula, welcome to you, and the floor is yours.
Never has personal information been as important a commodity as it is today. The economy throughout the globe is data-driven. Most sectors of the economy, be they marketing, advertising, sales, banking, even medicine, are digitalized and data-driven. Therefore, in this data-driven economy, compliance with POPIA is a business imperative. It is an added value to any business.
From employers to your customers, to your suppliers, to everyone, it's a whole ecosystem.
And the challenge is that POPIA requires organizations to protect personal information in all its forms, including unstructured and semi-structured data residing in systems such as email archives, shared drives, and the like.
Once you've categorized the vendors based on risk, I would recommend that you then have different contract language for each of those categories.
One of the fundamental problems that we have is that when we come to try and translate this, when we have that opportunity to present in front of the board, no matter what risk domain that we work in, there is a quantification issue. Now, we as risk professionals will quite often understand what we're talking about.
Risk visibility is important. Once you've identified it and once you've decided to manage those risks, ensure that the risk is registered within the organization.
So all of this is just to say that if you're not in one of these blocks, you're probably somewhere in disorder in the middle.
So that's why it's so important that, of course, they are being reviewed, and they're being reviewed against your top priorities and your company's policies as well.
Every year, companies and the individual departments go through a painstaking exercise of creating budgets to help guide spending for the next 12 months.
And I'm sure if you think about what your lessons learned are, words like adaptability and resilience would rank high up on that list.
It's people on the board, sittings on the board, who accept, who define what risks they need to accept or they need to mitigate.